I remember a time before the cascade dried up. Here in Verda Stello, the 4 nations of plant and bug people flourished and thrived. But the great waterfall that fed the land slowed to a trickle, revealing a vast salt sea and unknown islands. The only guide were the words of the 13 dried carvings. The water will slow to fall, but the tides are turning. Find the infinite lake to replenish the world and discover the salmon who will grant you a wish of whatever you desire. This marks the beginning of the tide, as many green folk hauled onto ships to find the infinite lake and maybe riches, adventure, excitement, and purpose along the way. And what exactly is a salmon? Is that a berry? That was 50 years ago, and the tide rushes forward ever still. There are many stories caught on the wind between sails, but why don't we hear just one? Of a butterfly gunman with clipped wings, a ripened and explosive piece of produce, and a witch made out of tea. This is Join the Party, Camp-Paign 3, The Rising Tide.
I'll sing you a song that all green folk know.
Until the water falls home.
That only began 50 years ago.
Until the water falls home.
We seek the deep lake and a wish-granting salmon.
Until the water falls home.
So hoist up the sails and load up the cannons.
Until the water falls home.
A rush from the tide, sail through the cascade, an adventure ships, a ceaseless parade. I dream of roots buried in the deep alone, but we can't well sleep till the water falls home.
Last time on Join the Party.
The crew sails towards Leggy Island and the book Depository. But there's a long line out front. A new pirate queen named Tessie the Storm has taken over, setting up a toll booth for both the book Depository and Lake Encounter, a quasi-religious, strange theme park with the quote, most accurate recreation of what we think the salmon in Infinite Lake looks like, unquote. As Cammy and Nani scope out the line, Troy flirts with a jacked ear of maize corn, and everyone got yelled at by an equally old avocado greenfolk. Umbi also ran into an old associate, Chi Razmataz, a renowned merchant from Overstock. She was so tickled by running into a representative that she remembered from the old times that she paid Amber for VIP tickets for herself and the crew of the Sea Whip, and everyone was let in with white glove service. Welcome to the bookiest place on earth. Let's get the party started. Welcome to the book Depository, folks. Just come on in and learn as much as you can, but also enjoy yourself, but also get to reading, but also check out the fine establishments that we have here on Book Depository Island, and thank our lucky stars for Tessie the Storm for keeping everyone safe. I'm the mascot, Bookie the Book.
That's sick.
Cammy,
Yeah?
I left my readers on the boat.
That's all right. I'll see what I can do. I'm sure we could find them. I'm sure as part of merchandise sales here, they must sell readers. There's no way that they wouldn't, right?
You turn to your left and there's a stand that says readers, readers, readers.
There you go. I know you didn't see them because you didn't have your readers on.
I didn't know this many people knew how to read. It's awesome. It's like, why didn't they give us books when we were, like, in the dormitory, like, in the Crags training? Like, that would have been amazing.
Did they not?
Or before that would also probably have been very good for your brain.
Did they not have books at school?
Nah.
How did you learn things?
Is the family trees of all the ruling families and whatnot.
That's what you learned?
You would have to be able to read in order to read those, right?
Yeah, but there wasn't, like, stories. It was just, like, their names and stuff.
Right.
You just memorized the look of their names.
It's not
Gotcha.
quite
Yeah,
reading
and
yet.
there's, a rich tradition of political cartoons, let me tell you, over there in the cracks.
That explains a lot. Yeah.
The number of people who have really focused on Hyperion's lack of hair, it's a lot.
I did not think you were going to say lack of hair.
Yeah.
He has low T. That's why he's so tired all the time.
Troy, I just want you to know, we're not judging you. We're here to help your journey of knowledge discovery via books if you'd like.
Yeah, I know, we're friends.
Great, cool.
Troy, I am truly so excited to buy you as many books as you want while we're here.
Whoa, like 3?
Yes.
Is that how many
Or
numbers they
more.
taught you at school?
God, I wish.
You need to have a classical education. I understand what Troy Riptide is going through. Honestly, I can identify any of my great-great-grandparents just by the look, but I pay for someone to do my adding for me.
Raz, did they have books when you were little?
Of course, but honestly, when you mean book, it's more like they just put a bunch of green folk next to each other. They read me a story, and I got to read on their fronts and their backs. And I guess we called that a book. It was more like story time.
So, what's your favorite thing to visit here?
Oh, I don't have much time to spend doing the frivolities and the fun things and waiting on lines and getting free hats and
Free hats?
and eating treats in the shape of a book or also a spider. But I'm usually just here for business.
So, Senator, Alderman, I don't know what your title is. What
Yeah?
are you here to do? What's up? What's up, Umbi?
What?
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 Well, it's just easier for me to get to the front of the line if I spend my way through. It's kind of just more of a fast, speedy line thing situation, and then they give you a wristband, which is nice. It just makes everything helpful. And just as I go in and out and look around in the book depository and see if there's anything that could work for as I distribute it across the various 4 countries. You don't want to hear me go on about this at all. You kids have fun.
That was a great answer to not the question that I asked. But okay.
What? I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about my own things. Goodbye.
Thank you for the lack of information you gave us. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Potsy. As she walks away.
Troy, she's the opposite of a book. She's like a void of information. Books are like a wellspring of information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the sauna at the Hold?
Yeah.
That's what books are like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You get really pruny?
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes.
Did we leave the doctor on the boat?
No, Havana Tropican is here, right? Cabby looks around.
Look behind us. Havana Tropicana is yelling, I know I'm a man, but does anybody have a book on medicine?
Shit.
Yeah. We're here on Book Depository Island here, or the Book Depository, formerly Leggy Island. Bookie introduced themselves over the loudspeakers.
Oh, Bookie's not there?
No, that was just the voice of Bookie.
Oh, we don't get to see Bookie? I want to see a Bookie.
Oh, Bookie's
sure
around,
we'll
but
see
Bookie.
Bookie.
Bookie's around.
Okay.
That's
good.
like going to Disney World and be like, oh, I don't get to see Mickey? Come
Yeah,
on, Brandon.
yeah.
Come on, Brandon.
There's special Bookie as well. You can see leather-bound Bookie.
Ooh.
50th anniversary Bookie.
There's sports Bookie.
Around Halloween, Bookie's covered in green folk skin.
Yeah.
It's like vegan
Wow.
leather. It's gross. You all get to walk around now that you're here in the VIP docking entrance. It's like being at the front of an amusement park as people are streaming past you. As I explained before, the Book Depository is a very large brick building that y'all can kind of just walk on through. There's like a secret VIP entrance that a rapscallion pirate is kind of just like holding the door open for you. And it says VIP in big letters.
Sweet.
And also there's the various things here on Book Depository Island. There's stands, there's little shops, and there's more if you would, depending on what y'all would like to do. Also, if you would like to go to Lake Encounter, this is like Disney World and then Great Adventure. You can kind of just like hop over there, and you don't have to leave the toll, but you can just hop on your boat and sail over there.
Eric,
Yeah, dude.
this is a theme park, right?
Vaguely. There's definitely not like rides or anything.
No, I know.
It is not like, listen, this is in Six Flags. I think it's something closer to what we understand, maybe Disney. It's kind of like an amalgam of this on one island, right? Like there aren't rides necessarily, but there sure are a lot of like celebrations and things around the book depository. There's a mascot and a bunch of t-shirts.
Like the Mall of America.
Like it's thematic. Yes, I think I guess going back to the original thing, yes, it's a theme park. You're right.
More the reason I was asking was all theme parks have maps, like the paper maps that you can fold and unfold and stuff like that. I want to find one of those.
Absolutely. That's really good because you're walking up to medieval Bookie.
Oh.
Bookie is wearing a Viking hat and is holding a mace. And it's just a real big book with big eyes, and it's definitely an oversized mascot costume. And there is definitely a green folk inside. Forsooth, well, young pirates, yar, how can I help you in the olden times as I am Bookie?
Avast ye Bookie, can you tell us where we can find a map?
Absolutely, I happen to have one right here, forsooth.
Well, thank you.
Holds out a map for you.
Thank you.
Umbi, do you know him?
The book?
Yeah, also old.
He's very old.
Oh, I see now. No. Just because all old people are old doesn't mean we all know each other. Well, that's not true. We do mostly know each other. There is like a conference.
I was going to say, you have an actual thing that does that mechanically.
Troy hugs Bookie.
Oh, young passenger, of course. Bookie's always here for hugs.
What's your favorite book?
Myself.
That's great. I love that. If there was a book about me, it'd be my favorite too.
Absolutely. What's your name, pirate friend?
Try Riptide.
Troy Riptide. Here's a sticker.
What is the sticker of?
It's a bookie, and it says "Have a booktastic day."
Troy sticks it on the quiver of his crossbow.
I wouldn't advise that, but I like it.
Troy gives a thumbs up.
No shooting of any sorts of persons here on Book Depository Island.
Nah, it's just part of the outfit. You know what I mean?
It's a bookie rule.
Sure.
It's a Bookie rule? All right.
Oh, were you three coming in through the VIP entrance?
Yes.
Very into pages? I think so.
Oh, we got to give you a special speed bracelet.
Nice.
Awesome.
I would love one.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Boogie reaches into his pockets, ? And
His pages. Eric, his pages. Come on.
Is that worse? I think that's worse.
It is,
A little bit,
but
yeah,
you should
It's
yeah.
do
like
it.
it's like he's reaching into his cleavage and pulling out these bracelets.
Nice. Side cleavage.
Yeah, his page cleavage. It gives you 3 bracelets that have a picture of Bookie on it, but Bookie kind of has a lightning bolt on his chest.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
I'm just like real quick because I'm an anxious person. I'm going to do an arcana check on these bracelets, make sure there's nothing hinky about them.
I was
Cool.
going to do the same thing.
Neato.
Ooh, first roll of the dice is good. I got new dice for the listeners. And I'm
Ooh,
very excited
yeah.
about it. Arcana is +3, so that's a 22.
Oh, it's that new dice smell, 22.
It does kind of smell like plastic, but that's okay.
What are you looking for? What do you do when you try to figure out if something's magical?
I poke at it a lot.
Nice.
Cool.
Maybe sniff it.
Consistency.
I think olfactory
Sure.
is very much where Cammy's sense of arcana and magic is. Like, you smell a tea and you know what kind of tea it is, right?
You get your nose really in the bowl of the wine glass.
I love
Exactly. So they know all of the different floral notes of different types of magic and stuff.
that. Julia, I will need some Foley of you immediately receiving a bracelet and then sniffing it deeply.
right.
I'm gonna pass, Julia. I don't want to hear that.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm still getting over my cold a little. It's going to sound gross.
Okay, here we go. I'll do it for you. This is Julia doing it. It's like Julia gets.
And now Brandon has to listen to that multiple times.
Brandon, you can use that for anything.
Thank you.
Hey, Julia, what does location tracking smell like?
I think it smells like fake pine trees.
Yeah, dude. It
Yeah.
definitely smells like a car air freshener.
Yeah.
There's some location magic tracking on this, so you know where you are in the park. Now, with a 22, maybe it does enter your psyche about whether or not this is how you're supposed to get into the front of lines, I guess, if that's the only way to do it. But it sure doesn't feel good.
Yeah, like the RFID thing where you can pay for your ice cream cone by like waving your wrist, and like it does go to your hotel bill, but like at what cost?
Right. Yeah. So you would see that if you asked someone about this, they'd say, well, this is how it works at a theme park. And then you would say, I don't like that you know where my location is.
Cammy is going to sniff the bracelet, go, Thank you, Bookie. Thank you so much. And we're going to have a wonderful day here at the Book Depository.
Can I make a suggestion of you having a booktastic day?
You know what? You may. Then Cammy walks away.
All right.
You know, every day in my life since I got that book on barrels has been a booktastic day. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, Troy.
Cammy, does Bookie have that old book smell? That like delightful old library book smell? Now that you're smelling things, you know.
Now that I'm all about the smells,
Yeah.
Does Bookie, Eric?
Yeah, absolutely. And Cammy, old book smell does remind you of resurrection magic.
This is a dead book.
Is it the same scent as, say, the zombies on Eska Island?
Good question. Good question.
Just to be clear, it doesn't smell like Umbi for the audience.
Doesn't smell like green bell peppers. We know, Brandon.
No, this is a different smell.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah. I would say that, like, it's kind of nice.
It's nice resurrection magic.
Yeah, I would say it's
Interesting.
nice resurrection magic. The difference between something rotting and something being old, which some might say is still rotting. I mean, that's what old book smell is. It's like the book is decaying, right? But it smells nice almost.
But there's something different between like necrotic and like maybe celestial if we were getting into those labelings.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Interesting. I think Cammy's going to put arms around her companions and walk them away from the book.
Okay.
And be like, all right, quick debrief.
Tea brief?
Would anyone like a cup of tea?
Is that what you said, or is that just?
You know, I was about to say that, and then you said tea brief, and then I said, you know what? We're already into it. Let's do it.
Always.
All right. And then I think Cammy puts them like on a bench, like where like, you know, normally a child would eat an ice cream cone, but instead we're going to look at this map, and also Cammy is going to say, so.
There's a very young maple leaf child sitting on the bench eating a ice cream cone, and they sees you coming and runs away.
Fair enough.
Bye, kid. No running.
And then falls and drops ice cream.
Oh,
no.
Great. As we're moving over, can Troy just take a look around? Like, are we walking into the book depository at this point, or are we kind of outside the VIP entrance?
It's the entrance to everything.
Right, like the front
and
gates.
Yes, this would be like what you are right inside of the front gates of a theme park, where like it's a real no man's land. Nothing's happened yet, but it's the mouth of everything.
We haven't gone through the tunnel in Disney World yet, but we got through security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just before we sit, can Troy just like look around and get a lay of the land vis-a-vis like exits and stuff?
Sure.
That's a 16 minus 1 perception.
I didn't know you had a -1 perception. That's
Oh,
very
I sure
funny.
do. Troy's got a -1 to wisdom.
Cool.
It checks out. That makes sense.
Yeah, 15.
How's it structured? What's the crowd flow? And if we needed to make a hasty exit back to the parking lot, the docks, what would our options be?
Oh, sure. I mean, the VIP parking lot is rather easy to access, both from the theme park area and also the book depository itself, because it's supposed to be in like a good spot.
Got it.
So it's actually, you could get back there, but like you don't see like a fire escape, you know what I mean?
Okay. I just more want to like mark the location in my mind and sort of orient myself to where the building is and where the parking lot is.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Troy follows Cammy.
All right, Cammy sits everyone down on the bench, and pours cups of tea for everyone, and is like, all right, so I have some information. Bracelets, tracking information.
Oh.
Whoa, that's not cool.
I mean, yes, I agree, not cool. Concerned that a pirate queen may at any point know where we are. Not ideal. Secondly, the book smells like resurrection magic. Not sure how I feel about that. It's not bad necessarily, but not sure how I feel about it in general.
The book died?
I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe the person inside died and now they were resurrected.
someone inside?
Oh, fuck.
I would love it if all of you made history checks really quickly.
Great.
Ooh.
Cammy, you can make Arcana if you would like.
Cammy, I'm just fucking with you. I know there's no one inside.
Oh, that's not good.
I've seen a lot of Sundian books in my day.
10.
Only a 7 for me.
21, baby!
Oh, fuck yeah, man. The old man knows everything.
That makes sense. Troy, is it weird for you to hear that someone got resurrected?
Nah, man, people's dying all the time. People get resurrected all the time. It happens.
Cool.
Life on the cracks.
Cool. Cammy, is it weird for you that you heard that someone got resurrected?
No, I don't think so.
Cool.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, Umbi, let's have a conversation. Is it weird for you that someone got resurrected?
Fuck yes, it's weird!
Cool. Great. Yeah, I wanted to say that. Let's have because Brandon rolled high enough. Brandon, let's have a conversation about the history of magic and existence of magic in this world.
Okay.
What I'd like to say, yeah, I think it might be a little weird, honestly. Troy and Cammy have had very specific lives, but I don't think that, like, when someone dies, they go to the mulch pile, my man. I think it's definitely odd that someone would be resurrection. Regardless of whether or not Cammy can smell resurrection, it is weird that someone died and came back to life, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, Aziz.
What is this, fruit Jesus?
That's not the planter's way.
Yeah. The planter wants you to, there's a distinct cycle. You go from seed to thing, and then you go and then you mulch. That's it.
I have heard of, like reincarnation, but that's like a soul thing, like a seed thing, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Cammy goes, and it's much more complicated when you really think about how the things that we eat here in the world are also the same things that make up us as people.
What?
Cammy, we talked about never talking about that, and like respectfully, you should like talk about that with a book, not with me.
Okay.
Troy, we'll talk about it later. Never mind, it's fine.
I ate a peach with a nose once. Anyway.
True. Yeah, I would say magic's weird. Magic is definitely weird. And it gets a little more frequent here on the Great Salt Sea. But like weird stuff pops up, but like I didn't know that there were like resurrection things. Magic seems hard, right? You got to do like rituals and doing it, or someone's touched by a god you've never heard about. It's not easy to do, or it's exemplary, is my understanding of magic here on Verda Stello.
Yeah, so why have it be like a mascot of a theme park?
Yeah. So I'll give you that with a 21 to history, my man,
Thanks.
for your lived experience.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Eric Silver of the podcaster of the party, thank you.
Umbi, you can't see me. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
So, should we like hang on to these bracelets, make it look like we're going somewhere, and then at the first opportunity, like loop it on to someone, that we're not, if we want to like break away?
Like a child, yeah.
I think that's a great idea. How about we go places that we do want to go? And then we could do that when we don't want to be found.
Smart.
Dig it.
Smart.
Subterfuge. Love it.
Yeah.
That's thinking with your... Oh, what's inside of a tea bush? That's thinking with your roots.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So, speaking of where we want to go, unfolds map.
Yay.
Yay.
Where do we want to go?
As you unfurl the map, it's pretty cartoony. It's one of my favorite thing at amusement parks is like, hey, we would love to tell you where things are, but instead we're going to draw a cartoon that makes everything look really nice. So there's like a sun with sunglasses on. There's like a bunch of books and bookie leading a tour through the entire island. There's like cartoon Tessie the Storm giving like a thumbs up with 5 of her arms. So yeah, there's certainly a lot of like stores and little like kiosks and places you can get shirts and everything. But there's one specific thing that stands out to you, which is Crimson's Exchange. Crimson's Exchange is the good time bar and restaurant that is very heavily advertised here on the map. And inside of the book depository, you can see that the VIP entrance is very well marked. You got to walk like all the way around for the regular entrance to the book depository. And there's a little chibi Tessie the Storm that says, make sure to get online 30 minutes early or then you'll miss your chance to buy some books or sell some books or do whatever with books. I don't know. I can't read. So the VIP entrance is marked. And then there's a thing under it that says, feel free to buy a VIP pass. Just ask the attendant at the VIP entrance, and they'll give you more details of the fabulous things you get with your very important personnel pass.
Very important plant.
Very important.
Right.
Thank you, Brandon. Very important plan.
Gotcha.
Pass.
Very into pages. That's us.
Very into pages. Pass.
Very
Yeah.
into pages.
So did our entrance fee that we definitely paid with money we earned come with any free books, or was that just for the parking?
Yeah, before Raz walked away doing her own thing, she gave you a little piece of paper that had all like the cool stuff that you get as part of the VIP. And I would love each of you to tell me one thing that you get with your VIP pass.
Free refillable drinks.
Boom, free refillable drinks with special plastic Tessie the Storm's curly straw. Yeah.
I love that.
One-on-one autograph, photograph time with Bookie. A Bookie of your choice.
Ooh, that's very true. It's funny because that is in large letters, and then right below that is special one-on-one time with Tessie the Storm as well. But they're advertising the Bookie stuff larger.
Oh.
Wait, we can meet Tessie the Storm. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's advertised as a moment with Tessie the Storm that every VIP
with Tessie.
that every VIP very important plant gets, as well as there's a catered dinner that you can all go to that
Wow.
maybe Tessie will show up to.
I was going to say free appetizer if you go to the country bar and restaurant.
The country bar and
What
restaurant.
was it called? The Crimson
Oh,
Exchange?
the Crimson Exchange. Yes, you do get. I have written down. You do get drink tickets. Everyone
you go.
gets one drink ticket there. Amanda wants drink tickets. She gets drink tickets. Everyone gets one drink ticket for the Crimson Exchange.
I heard appetizer and
Yeah.
drink tickets is what I heard. Appetizer and drink, please.
Yeah, you get one appetizer and one drink. That's right. It's on the same coupon.
Nice.
Yeah, those are all the things you get with your very important plant pass.
Okay.
Well, listen, I think that knowing myself as I do through the years, I could have a lot of fun here, but I want to make sure we focus on the mission first.
Right.
Oh, one last thing at the bottom. It says access to the good books.
Good. Good. I like good books.
Like first editions.
I don't know if that's what they mean here.
Oh.
It sure is. It's capital G. Good books.
It's good TM books.
Yeah, good TM books. It's like a card value system where you submit. It's like, this Charizard's all fucked up. It's just good.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're valuable, but they've been chewed on.
Okay.
Same.
For sure. But yeah, what would you all like to do here on the Book Depository Getaway?
I mean, we've got to check out the book depository section.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
number one on our list, I would say. And then I would also love to meet the pirate queen who's in charge here, because I both like and dislike her vibe, and I want to know why there's resurrection magic happening here.
Oh man, you don't want to meet Bookie?
I just met Bookie, and he seemed great.
I thought we could do like the... what kind of bookie? What kind of bookie? What kind of bookie do I want to do?
70s bookie.
I was gonna say,
Disco Bookie?
you don't want to meet the neon 80s bookie? What about the 70s bell bottoms era bookie?
All great options.
Yeah, I think Troy is just like, break, and then starts walking towards the book depository line to go buy books.
And Gabby's like, try your tea.
Nah, Troy's going.
Cammy, best cup yet.
Thank you. Thank you, Umbi.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah, you're walking over, you're going to the VIP line. The VIP line has no one there. There's so many security guards doing absolutely nothing. They just stand there as you walk right through. Inside of the book depository, it feels almost cavernous. It is dry but dank at the same time. Sounds echo off of the brick inside, just bouncing from one thing to another, only to be absorbed by the many, many, many stacks of books that are just everywhere inside. No matter where you're looking, it's just like a stack of books here, a stack of books there, here a book, there a book, everywhere a book. If it was a cave, there would be stalagmites and stalactites of books on shelves up and on shelves down. And these are all just like scattered through the various hallways. It seems like someone said that the decor was going to be, I don't know, just make it out of books. It's fine.
Is there a info desk or like a librarian that we can talk to?
Yes, of course. Right in the front, there is an info desk. Sitting at the front is a pine tree person. pines everywhere. I think this person is a little bit more humanoid. So it's like shaped like a human, but just covered in pine needles everywhere.
Cool.
Like full hands, full legs, full like human face, but just hair of pine needles and like kind of the flapper dress sheets.
Yes.
That there are of layers.
Cool.
Good.
What you also notice about the person at the info desk is that there seems to be a blindfold around their eyes of, as you get closer, looks like spider silk. Like it's been wrapped around enough that they fully covers their eyes like a blindfold.
Eric, it's a fucking haunting image. Love it. Hello. Hi. We're some very important customers here to buy some books.
Hey, yeah, welcome to the book depository. Can I see your speed bracelets?
Can you? And then Cammy holds hers up.
Yeah, he hasn't put it on, but he's holding it in his hand.
Hey, can you move it around a little bit?
Cammy waves it.
Troy like zhuzhes it.
Yeah, do it a little bit more. I want to hear a jangle.
Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle.
Jingle jangle. All right, yeah, it seems like, yeah, you got your speed bracelets. All right, welcome to the VIP section. I'm definitely here to answer all of your informational questions as the informational helper for you here today.
Hope it's not rude for me to ask. Are you like not allowed to read at work?
Yeah, I read too much, and that's why I got this. You're right. Yeah.
Is that true?
It's true.
Troy, just
Aren't all stories true?
Cammy pulls this pine tree person to the side. Listen, Troy is just starting to find his love for books, and I don't want you scaring him away thinking if he reads too many books, something bad is going to happen to him.
Oh.
He's like, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say he's like a child, but he's not. He's like a full-ass grown man. Yeah. But when it comes to reading, he's new to the world.
Yeah, real impressionable, like, yeah, I understand.
He's a new soul.
No, something else happened to me, and that's why I do this. I read just fine.
See, Troy, books are good.
No, totally. I wanted to know because my friend, my crewmate Cammy over here, real good at making people feel nice with the tea that they make. So if that was painful, I just wanted to be like, hey, like I also have a job, and I know that it can be tough to like go for breaks.
I really appreciate the consideration. It's not something I'm worried about. You shouldn't worry about it either. It's totally fine.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Where's all your like journals and like books that weren't like meant to be books, but like people wrote them and then they were like, oh, this is a book. That's what I'm really into is like books that they didn't know was gonna be books, and then people like wrote them and then they died or whatever, and then now it's a book. I'm working on one.
Accidental literature. Okay, let me look that up. All right. You look behind the informational desk. There's like giant card catalog as far as the eye as goes up and wide as far as the eye can see. There's a real Belle from Beauty and the Beast style library ladder that swooshes one way or another on a track, and the pine tree green folk hops on it. It's almost like they're swimming through, but just pulling themselves on all of the card catalogs. It opens up. All right, we're in the accidental category. What specifically are you looking for?
Oh, just any inspiration. I'm a traveler myself, and so I'm looking for some some inspirations about what my memoirs might look like. Troy looked at the word memoir on the wall.
I was gonna say like he knows that word.
I was gonna say, and he pronounced it correctly. Memoirs.
Guys, Troy speaks French. Don't be rude.
French is a craggish language. We figured it out.
It's like, can you be a little bit more specific? We have victorious accidental literature. We have tragic accidental literature. We have saved accidental literature. Can you be a little bit more specific? Because you could just go to the general. You could go to the big room, I guess, if you want.
Does the tragic accidental literature just like trail off at the end?
That might be what we're looking for, because we are looking for like Infinite Lake stuff, and anyone who came back from that, I imagine, wouldn't have had accidental literature.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a mystery, like not finished, Like what's going on with them, like that.
Would you like it that it does that while they were writing, there's like they write at the end, or it just kind of ends?
You're hilarious, man.
Yes. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just very thorough in my job.
Nah, it's great. Love it.
Troy, as a pirate yourself, you probably want ones that are focused on things and events that happened on the Great Salt Sea, right?
That sounds really
yeah,
good.
nah. Good plan.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that you should just take a look in the big book room. We don't have anything specifically about Great Salt Sea accidental literature. Yeah, you're always welcome to take a look around. Of course, just because it hasn't been cataloged doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. We just haven't had a chance to put it in there, or maybe someone dropped it off recently, or it got lost, or...
Oh yeah, where you keep all those guys?
Oh, you get to the big room, you just go around to the right and take a left. You'll see the big doors.
Tight.
Okay.
Do you, just some follow-up questions that I do need to ask before you go in there. What way are you thinking all to be reading these books while you were here?
What way?
There's more than one way?
The normal way.
With my eyeballs.
Okay, the normal way with your eyeballs. Good, very good.
Are there ways that aren't allowed to read the books?
I mean, you could read it with your fingertips, you know.
That's
True,
true. You
true.
can also read with your fingertips. You could listen to it. Do you have
with
audiobook
your ears.
selections?
Audiobooks.
Yeah.
And we have an audiobook section here in the book depository. It's not worth much. Someone just says a story into a bottle and then throws it in there. Listen, it has very important plants. It's my job to cater to as much. It's my job to cater to any of the sort of various ways you could be reading or not reading. But if you're doing it the normal way, that's absolutely fine.
I just want to cover our bases. Are there ways that we shouldn't be reading?
There's no way for you not to be reading. If there's specific ways you are reading, it is up to me to accommodate that one way or another.
Okay, so it's about accommodation, not banned practices.
Absolutely no
Okay.
banned practices. You can read however you want. But if there are ways that you're reading that are non-traditional, I just wanted to be able to help you with that. My job is customer service.
I can see that. You're
mostly.
very good at it.
Damn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm over-explaining, which actually leads to
you're
more
great.
confusion.
You're great.
How do some other folks like to ingest the literature?
Oh yeah.
Don't ingest the literature. You can't eat the books.
Ingest
No, Nikki.
mentally.
If you're going to read the literature by digestion, you will need to buy the books first.
Right. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Totally.
Yeah, that's our policy at the book depository. That's Tessie the Storm's policy of the book depository.
Makes sense.
Yeah, when I was a grub and I went through my great transformation, my parents did put in some like balls, hoping that I'd become a great athlete, and I did not. Maybe in the future you could put a book in there, and then it'll like everything becomes goo, and so if the book also becomes goo, then maybe books into you when you come out.
Maybe.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never
Troy,
thought
I
of
think
it
you
like
are
that.
a wonderful athlete.
Thanks.
I think shooting's a sport. It makes sense.
If there was Olympics on this world, I'm sure you would be very good at them. You could be an Olympic athlete.
Ah, damn. Thanks, Cammy.
Oh well, I don't know if you can. You could always become the builder if you really wanted to be. You just gotta confuse all those folks over at the hot house, and then you could be their god king. Sounds fun.
That's true. I wonder what my life would have been like if I was from that area. I think I probably would not have amounted too much.
So what other ways do people read here, or?
Oh, all the ones that you said. If there's one specific one you were looking for, I might be able to help you. But I just
No, but I'm asking you. I'm just curious. What do other people commonly do, or not so commonly do?
sure. Why do you want to roll for this, my man?
Sure.
What are you looking for? And we'll figure something out.
I want to know what are the more uncommon ways that people might read these books. Obviously, this person reads books differently than we do, so I want to know.
Sure. I think that if you're trying to get something out of a conversation,
Persuasion?
some sort of persuasion, some sort of charisma roll for sure.
Excellent.
Do you want some help, or are you good?
I'm good. I got 18.
Sweet.
18. Well, what I do is, sometimes I shake the word. If I shake the book enough that I hear the words jingling and jangling about,
Cool.
and they
I
kind of
love
talk
that.
to me like that. You can also use your hands if we use the Braille system,
Yeah.
which would work for that. And also, as we talked about, There's books in a bottle, which you could just hear them.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah, there's some other ways that I've heard about, but
Like what?
Interesting. I can't. Unfortunately, I know that we're all VIPs here, but I can't discuss the comings and goings of other very important plants here at the Book Depository. But I've seen things. I've seen it was wild. It was very wild.
All right, well,
I said this guy's a customer service person. If what's the point of being a very important plant if there isn't discretion? So with an 18, that's more than this pine tree green folk should have said as a customer service person.
well, that makes sense. I just like to expand my plant horizons. Like to learn as much about other green folk as much as I can, and their sort of things that they do. So I mean, if that's all that you knew, then that's understandable. But I just like to learn.
Are you a worldly? You're a worldly green folk. You've been to various places.
Look at him. He's so shriveled.
Yeah. Do you think a green folk like Umbi here has made it this far out into the world and has not seen some things?
I mean, you don't get this ripe without seeing some things,
Yeah.
What have you? What have you seen? Tell me something. I've seen a lot of things here. So what have you seen out on your travels?
I mean, there was one green folk. I don't exactly remember what they called themselves, but they could they were some kind of insect style person, right?
Okay.
And they could walk on water. They didn't break the surface tension of the water. That was really cool as hell.
Skimmers, yeah.
Yeah, skimmers. That's what they were.
We had
Yeah.
a family of skimmers ruling the crags for a while,
Yeah.
and then they did all die, but it was really cool while it lasted.
Oh fuck. Yeah, they didn't need a boat to cross the water, which was really cool because they could just skim on it.
They just did it. They did it out of their own volition. There was no divine help there in either of these skimmer situations.
I mean, there's divine help in everything. What do you mean?
Interesting point.
What?
Dang, I never thought of it like that.
Do you guys not
Anyway.
believe in the pleasure? We'll talk about this later.
We better go learn some things about some things people did, and then accidentally a book came out.
Fuck. It's the best way to describe a book ever.
Interesting, very interesting. Well, it seems like we have some interesting characters here. You said one of you was a shooter.
Oh yeah, it's me, Troy Riptide.
That's good. You should definitely keep that on you. When you're in the big room.
What?
Oh,
Why?
I was told that I shouldn't shoot anything in here. Is that not the case?
Oh, for the word sharks.
Oh,
Fuck, of course.
Hey, it's Amanda. I spent a lovely Saturday evening recently reading next to an open window as a huge rainstorm swept through Brooklyn. And I know there is a name for the smell of rain on concrete. It's petrichor. And so when I yelled over to Eric, who's in the next room, "Babe, smell the petrichor!" That's just a moment I'm going to be carrying with me for a long time. So welcome to the mid-roll. It kind of smells like leaves, you know? Thank you and welcome to our newest patrons, Jody and Nin. You picked a wonderful time to join the Patreon because there has never been more amazing, incredible, bonus, extra, patron-only content for you to enjoy. That includes bi-weekly party planning, our video podcast at the $10 level, and an audio version at the $5 level, as well as our patron-only Discord. We have ad-free episodes for all of Campaign 3 and so much more. Bloopers and one-on-one time you can get with GM Eric in his office hours. That's a reward at one of the higher tiers. And of course, the opportunity to play a one-shot with all four of us. You can join today at patreon.com/jointhepartypod. This week at Multitude, once you run out of Join the Party to re-listen to, go ahead and check out one of our other shows. We would love to recommend Spirits, a history and comedy podcast by Julia and me, focused on everything folklore, mythology, and the occult. We have covered lots and lots of mythology and folklore from around the world in the 7+ years we've been doing this, including, excitingly, lots of sea creatures. It's a real interest of ours and something that may or may not come up throughout the course of Campaign 3. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I'm just playing. So dive in at spiritspodcast.com or search for Spirits wherever you download your podcasts. We are sponsored this week by Unthinkable, a great podcast by Jay Acunzo. Now, the content creators we love seem to do something that others don't, and they do it consistently and confidently. I love when I am reading a book or I'm listening to a podcast or looking at a creator on Instagram or TikTok, and I just know that it's like something so unique that could only come from them. Even if I saw the thing out of context, I would know that it was that person because it is exactly and only something they could make. And since 2016, Unthinkable with Jay has inspired creators to ship more personal, powerful work. It is a podcast about trusting yourself more than like rules or best practices or tips you might read online. You can hear the stories of amazing creators who resonate deeply with their audience, not because they copied other people, but because they made their own thing. It's really refreshing and a lovely look at the creative process through story and sound. Listen to Unthinkable with Jay Acunzo anywhere you get your podcasts, or visit the link in our description for a starter pack of stories for new listeners. We are also sponsored this week by Nerdy Kepi. And I know usually we have some words from a sponsor here, but weirdly there's like an otter standing up on their back legs just in front of me who handed me, a damp index card. Okay. And it reads, "Good day. I am Churbis, spokes otter for Nerdy Kepi, a quality queerware company from Portland, Oregon. Nerdy Kepi is family-owned, trans-operated, and unionized, offering pride gear that's subtle, sustaining, and suitable for work in a variety of pride flags with sizes up to 5XL in most items. Use coupon code JOINTHEPARTY for 20% off your first purchase. Nerdy Kepi. Go to ithaspockets.gay, that's ithaspockets.gay, and use code JOINTHEPARTY for 20% off your first purchase. Oh, thank you, Churbis. You don't want your index? Oh, Churbis has swum away. And finally, this show is also sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, I am constantly learning new things about myself, entering new eras, as the kids on TikTok and Instagram would say. And I so appreciate that therapy is a safe place where I can talk about things that frustrate or puzzle me about life, but most importantly about myself. And I can go in and learn, wow, I really am a person who needs this to feel best about myself. Or, you know what, this is a thing that I wish I got, earlier in life or in other places, but I can now give it to myself, like affirmation, like goals, like all those great things that my therapist and I have worked on setting for myself. And if you have trouble or you're thinking about therapy or you want to start it, but you don't know how, maybe it's not safe for you to access therapy where you are right now, maybe there aren't any therapists taking new patients or that you click with or that take patients at a time you can actually go, BetterHelp is a really, really good tool to use that I used, especially during lockdown when I couldn't see therapists in person. Even here in Brooklyn, where there are so many therapists, I couldn't find one. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/jointheparty today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/jointheparty. And now, let's get back to the show.
As VIP, I have to tell you about the word shark.
Do you not tell the normal people about this?
They're on their own. They didn't pay.
So are they there to like eat the words or to eat people who want to come take the words away?
Both.
Oh,
I imagine.
Cool. And it's all right if I destroy them with my prowess and skill?
Oh, we would appreciate that. We tried to send in really big flower cats once. Didn't work.
All right. Sure.
Well, that's just because they're not their natural predators.
We can only do as best as we can here on the Great Salt Sea. If a merchant comes through and has bunches of giant cats, we're not gonna turn it down.
What is a word shark's natural predator? I don't know. Man?
Whatever that is.
It might be at the top of the food chain. We simply don't know.
Apex predator,
Yeah.
Friend, I'm so sorry. What is your name again?
Sorry. I sometimes I just get down to the information. In the information, it's just piney. And honestly, you could have expected. It's just piney.
All right, Piney, you've been so helpful, so appreciated. Looking forward to exterminating these sharks for you. Is there any way we could meet with Tessie after we do that successfully? Because that was kind of next on our list, and this may take a little longer than expected.
Oh yeah, have you scheduled your meeting time with Tessie yet?
No.
No, can we do that with you?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, wonderful.
Let me just rub it.
I have to say, the customer service here has been wonderful so far. You're doing a great job. Can I give you a commendation to give to Tessie?
Absolutely. Nothing would make me happier.
Wonderful.
All right. Let me think.
Cammy meticulously fills out a survey.
Yeah. Are you here with Ms. Razzmatazz?
We did come in together, but we're
We're
different
we
parties.
carpooled.
Yeah.
I'm her arm candy, you know?
I mean, look at him.
A fetching fellow for such a powerful woman. Absolutely. Well, when you did come in together, I guess there was the assumption Ms. Razzmatazz has already scheduled the time, and when we had written it down, we assumed that all of you were together.
Oh yeah. What time is that again?
Oh, that's happening later on tonight.
Yeah. Let's do that. Do you have a card or something where to go?
Yes, absolutely. It's fine. It's put in. I'll make sure that someone who works here at the depository will be able to escort you while you're doing whatever you're having. As long as you have your speed bracelets on, it kind of keeps your schedule for you.
Oh great. And just in case the sharks bite it off or anything, who should we check in with?
I'm not very good with technology and stuff. You know, I prefer to have paper.
They only invented bracelets when he was already a dad.
I was there. I was there when they invented intertwining ropes together.
I'll make sure if you're after a few minutes if you don't respond to your speed bracelets, I'll make sure to have a messenger come and get you for your time with Tessie the Storm. Absolutely.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you.
He invented the braid. He's that old.
The braid? He invented
braid.
braiding?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the braid.
Yep. That was me. They called me Umbraid for a little bit.
I gotta say, hours are long, but this is the most interesting job in the world.
Thanks, Piney. You've been a gem.
Thank you, and have a good time here at the Book Depository. And if you haven't got a chance, please make sure to check out the Crimson Exchange.
Oh yeah,
it's the absolute jewel of the island.
What's your favorite drink there?
Give me another persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I was just hoping to get a bard rack, but okay. 13 plus 4 for 17.
Hey.
I forget that you're a fucking politician, and so you're good at persuasion.
Yeah.
That's on me, Brandon. I forget your skills.
I haven't really successfully persuaded a lot of people in my political career, so you can be excused for not realizing
You're
it.
just saving it up, Brandon. You're saving it up.
Yeah. You've refined it over time. It's been 60 years.
It's been some years.
Yeah.
It's been.
Yep.
Yes, man.
It's been. It's like, well, obviously, if you're gonna have this here, you gotta order a Researcher's Delight.
Oh.
Researcher's Delight.
What is that?
Red sky at night, Researcher's Delight.
The joke here, the Book Depository, is enough lights on at night, Researcher's Delight, so you don't get eye strafe.
Right. When the morning comes, puppets.
What?
Oh, you don't know
Excuse
about
me?
the puppets. That's okay.
Excuse me. What? How did the puppets?
It's all right. They're peeping. Bye.
No, what's in a Researcher's Delight? I want to know.
Oh, the Researcher Delight. Everyone, the thing about it is that you can drink it at your whatever order you want because it's different juices and alcohols layered on in different. They float on each of the layers float on each other. So depending on where you put your straw, you
That's
can do it in your own
cool.
order.
Wow.
That's really cool.
There's 5 different layers, kind of in a beautiful design. You'll see when you get it.
Why does no one do this in real life? That sounds dope.
Well, we do it here. That's definitely something. The mixologists at Crimson's Exchange are top notch, best in the entire Salt Sea. All right, well, have a booktastic day, and I'll be around, or someone will be around if you need anything for these very important plans.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I gave you 10 out of 10 on all of the things I possibly could have.
Piney shakes each of your hands, and a few pine needles kind of.
Oh, did you need those? I'm so sorry.
No, they grow back fast.
Okay.
Can I make these into tea?
Ooh.
I'm considering how I feel about that.
That's why I asked first.
Why not? The most interesting job in the world, I'm telling. This is what I tell my mom. This is incredible.
Thank you.
All right, absolutely, I'll be here.
Troy sniffs his hand on the way out.
Smells like pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything y'all are interested in doing?
I want to see this big room.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I want to find the diary of the guy who encountered the salmon. I just didn't want to be so open about it with Piney.
No, I understand. Yeah, you want to go? Y'all can go to the big room.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Big room, big knowledge.
Big shark.
Big knowledge.
Big risk.
Big room. Big knowledge.
Yeah, y'all can head over to the big room. Again, you can just walk down the hall. As you get closer to the big room, the stacks of books in the hallway are getting bigger. Like when you get deeper into a cave, the stalactites and stalagmites get larger. It's like the stacks of books are getting bigger.
Dream.
As you walk forward, I think one of the stacks moved. One of the stacks of books moved, but y'all can just keep walking if you want to.
Can we go ahead and like prime a action, just like in case I need to act quickly?
Sure. What do you want to do?
I just want to ready an action of like a burst bomb, just like an attack bomb with no radius. But yeah.
Yeah. Y'all aren't in initiative or anything. So
Yeah.
while we're out of initiative, I think like if the thing you're focused on is like looking around, that you can be focused on that, but you can't like poke around books necessarily if you're on watch. But I think that's fine.
I'll be on watch then. So, or actually, maybe you should do that, Troy, because you have a better shoot.
Who has the best investigation? Because I imagine that's what we're going to be using
Good
for
point.
looking at books. Because I only have a 1.
I have 0.
I have +2.
Okay. Then maybe Umbi, you should be investigating. I will ready a hex, which is called Disorient.
That's cool.
Whenever a target makes an attack roll before the end of your next turn, it must roll a d6 and subtract that number rolled from the attack roll.
Cool. I'll be on guard for anyone and I'll lead. So if anything jumps out at us, I have advantage on survival checks and things like that.
Woo!
Cool.
Woo.
Woo!
Woo.
All right. Well, I'm going to be looking around for what Amanda described, like diaries of ship captains and adventurers and like people who would be part of the real life adventurers club or whatever the hell it's called.
For sure.
And did we hear that it recently got to the depository?
If I remember correctly of what Arello said, Arello supposed that it would be there if it was there.
Very helpful,
Yeah.
Aurello.
Classic
I'm gonna
Arello.
punch that fruits in the face again.
Punch it right in the fucking weird belly
Rind,
button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Umbi, I think that it would be sort of in the like books receivable or sort of like at the top of a stack, like not deep in. So hopefully somewhat easier for us to see.
Yeah. Umbi pulls out his readers.
Nice.
Yeah, we picked more up for you, don't worry.
Yeah. It's bright blue with that cartoon of Tessie the Storm on it.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Y'all keep walking down the hallway. In my head, this is like an abandoned elementary school. You know? It's just like kind of that vibe. It's like it's really quiet. Like you can hear your footsteps. There's just piles of books everywhere. No one's there. And then as you turn to the left, there are these 2 big swinging doors that says the big room over it.
All right, here we are.
Yeah.
And then you hear
Troy runs through the door.
inside in the big room. The big room is kind of like, it looks like the inside of like a grain silo. There's nothing in there other than books stacked higher and higher and higher, 2, 3, 4 stories high. You can see that the big room might actually be the majority of the book depository. It kind of reaches 4 stories up. And then you also see that there are little slots kind of everywhere high up. And then every so often you see like a book falls out of the slot, one slot and then another slot. Just randomly more and more books are falling into this giant pile of books. There's also some folks that are kind of poking around in there. They seem unfazed by the blood-curdling scream that you heard right before this.
Sure, it makes sense.
Can I sense where the scream came from?
No, it happened when you weren't in there.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So, Tori will keep covering Umbi and Cammy as we, I guess, approach the big pile.
Yeah.
Y'all, do we think that this is some sort of like 4D experience?
I'm not sure what that means.
What are the 4Ds?
4 dimensions. I get, Troy, you haven't read about dimensions yet. I get it.
What's dimension?
I also don't know what a dimension is.
Well, 1 dimension is a flat plane. 2 dimensions is height, I think. I don't remember. 3 dimensions is what we live in, and 4 dimensions is like when they spray water on you.
What?
So 3 dimensions is being in the boat and 4 is being on the deck?
Yeah, kinda. Look, I'm asking.
Yeah, this isn't mine to say, but I thought the 4th dimension was time.
What are you, Einstein?
Fuck off, Blam.
Fuck off, nerd.
Oh, sorry, you're standing on a book I want.
Start across the book.
I'd say, do we think this is like a horror experience, or is this like a real thing?
No, I think our good friend Piney told us to watch out for sharks, and
But
I don't
Piney
think...
works for the theme park. Anyway, we'll find out. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Umbi, would you like to roll to figure out if this is like Halloween Horror Nights or not?
No, we'll find out.
Right?
Yeah, we'll kill someone in a costume. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Cammy, do you think that Nani could like sniff for like what the book's about?
I'm fairly certain Nani doesn't have nostrils,
Oh, sure.
but I could have her come out and do a little helping to see if she can find stuff as well.
Ah, just an idea.
Yeah. All right, so I'll send Nani to give Umbi help actions in his investigations.
Does Nani jump on my shoulder?
Of course, she
Yay!
No, she doesn't jump. She slurps.
She slurps my shoulder.
Pours yourself out of the kettle.
Fully climbs up your body with all her legs.
Yay.
I know, my
Yay.
baby. I know.
What up? How you doing? Yeah, me too. It is a little cold. How'd you know? Yeah. How'd you know? You knew because it was cold.
Nani also canonically can read, so there you go.
according to the canon.
Yeah.
According to my life canon, I love these hot dogs.
Yeah.
Everyone knows, according to the canon. All right, hell yeah. So, yeah, I think the way that we're going to do this is who's looking around and who is doing other stuff.
I am looking.
I am readying an action to hex with disorient, and I am looking out for word sharks.
Sure.
And I am covering at my teammates' backs.
Yeah. Hey, Cammy, here's a question for Cammy.
Hey.
Is Cammy disorienting anyone and anything?
No, I think Cammy is ready to disorient anything that is going to attack them.
Sure.
Specifically.
Sure.
So it could just be like an overzealous PhD student.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Sounds good. Let's all roll for some stuff. You two are looking out. Give me some perception checks, and then Umbi, why don't you give me 2 investigation checks, 1 for you and 1 for Nani. Hold on, before we do this, Nani has a -4 to intelligence.
Right, but she's giving the help action rather than rolling for herself.
How is Nani helping look for books?
The same way you allowed me to do this when we were doing the perception checks for when we were worried the people were coming for us on Eska Island.
Nani could be opening a second book with her many limbs.
Maybe Nani's holding my readers.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool. Yeah, Nani's holding your readers, so it's a better thing.
I just love that we keep giving her like spy glasses, readers, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do our investigation rolls first.
I rolled a 15 plus 2 for 17 investigation.
Cool. What was the second roll?
The second roll was a 5 for Nani.
Oh, she got a 5. Yeah. Let's do advantage. That'll just be easier. You got a 17?
Yeah.
Cool. And then let me know the perceptions.
It was a 14 for me.
14.
9 minus 1 for an 8.
9 minus 1 for an 8. Great. Umbi, what are you doing? What's your stratagem here for where you're looking around in this big pile of books?
I'm going to start looking in the spots that are like least disheveled by like green folk hands.
Sure.
Like most randomly organized. Like if there's piles that have been stacked already, like by people going through them, either they've taken that book already or like it's probably not there. So I'll look through like the most like randomized piles.
You're looking through the snowdrifts of books that are
The
coming
snowdrifts of books, yes.
Smart.
I like that. With a 17, that's not going to do it, my friend. I'm going to need you to roll a bunch more times. You're not going to find it immediately. However, you are on the trail. That's a good strategy.
Cool.
And Nani gets like further on your head to really starts looking around in the books and is moving books faster with her sticky hands.
Yeah.
I love her.
Great. All right, perception checks. Troy,
What up?
you're looking out at the sea of books in front of you, and it reminds you about the sea when you're on the ship. And there could be anything out there in the books or in the sea. They're just waiting, watching, diving. Was there something there? In front of you? Was it right in front of you? Was there movement?
Huh?
Did you see something? Was it something?
He toes one of the books in front of him.
Not there. It's moving 10, 20 feet right over that giant pile.
This.
That giant pile of encyclopedias.
Uh,
It's just the bees, but what if the B stands for be aware there's a word shark? Cammy, you don't see anything. Coast clear.
All right, cool. So far, no word sharks, right, Troy?
What kind of stuff is over in your section?
Hello, sir. None
Hello.
of your business.
Okay, goodbye.
nice.
Wait a second.
Oh no! Fire just gets pulled down right in. They walk away like, no! Take my sword!
I take the sword. I want a sword now.
Avenge me!
Do I have a cool sword now that I can sell later?
Oh, here's the thing. You pick up the sword, toy sword.
No.
They bought it at the gift shop.
Yeah, it says have a booktastic day on the side of the toy
Oh,
sword.
damn.
This is why they shouldn't let non-pirates in here. They can't defend themselves. He had a toy sword.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He must have thought it was a 4D experience.
like some people.
Okay. All right. Let's do it again.
All right, this is 17.
11.
11.
16 total.
16. That's good. Another good roll. You're on the trail. What are you thinking?
Right now, I stumbled upon like a cache of cookbooks that aren't really useful, but I figure like these are like cookbooks from the perspective of a ship's cook.
Sure.
So like they're recent recipes, they're like rough drafts, they're like drafts that are supposed to be sent to the publisher. So like maybe I'm on the right trail of like people on a ship and like rough early drafts of stuff. So no good recipes though. It's all like mostly like 101 ways to cook seaweed, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Unfortunately.
There's marginalia. Like Bramblethorn hated this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Troy, 20 feet in front of you where you saw those books move? It's taking a turn to the left. It's moving. It's moving forward.
You rolled higher this time, didn't you?
Yeah, I got 17.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of wandering. It's like wandering to the left. Is it circling? But it's definitely there. It's moving.
Do I have a sense of how big this is?
Have you seen a word shark before?
No idea.
Damn you.
Like, how big is the thing I see in front of me? Do I see like in a cartoon where like, or like where there's a puppy under the blankets, right?
Oh, sure.
Like, is it that kind of situation?
There's
do
a
you see
puppy
sort of
under the
outline?
blanket.
Puppy under the
You know what I mean?
blanket.
It's pretty,
Is it a
it's
puppy
pretty
under
big.
the blanket situation, Eric? Come on.
It's pretty big.
That's the cutest way you could have described that, Amanda.
Thank you. Troy's gonna shoot an arrow about 2-3 yards in front of where the creature is moving.
Sure, in front of what's moving. Yeah, give me an attack roll.
That's an 18 plus 4.
22. Very good shot.
Yeah, I'm trying to startle it and have it rear up, hopefully.
All right. Cammy.
Hey,
What up?
what up?
I do just want to say that I picture the arrow making a book kebab of 3 to 4 books that are stacked wherever it lands.
Incredible.
Just want to say that. Thank you.
Cammy, you're still not seeing anything. What do you see out there? There's no movement. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for movement in the book, something that would look like a word shark.
Hey, did you see my brother over here before?
No, and if I did, I told him what's happening over here is none of his business before he got eaten.
Because I'm really concerned about the word sharks.
Are you now?
I am.
How about, you know what? I think if you go straight that way, it looks safe. And Gabby points in the direction that Troy just came from.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Damn, dude, love it.
Yeah, because we're peas of the pod, because we're all edamame. we're the soybean brothers. And we're just trying to bring some recipes about how to make the seaweed taste better for.
Oh, you know what? I think Umbi just found one of those. Go fish. Gabby throws the seaweed book.
Give me a persuasion check.
I rolled a 17.
Oh, it's 17.
Yeah.
Oh, just that way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
This edamame pod toddles forward.
He's joking.
Thank you.
That's very good. Eric, he's in a pod.
Anyway, toddling forward.
Are you sure this is safe?
I personally have not seen anything in that direction yet.
All right.
And that's true. And anyone can quote me on that.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Cammy giving congressional testimony. Like, I personally was not aware of anything untoward. Nothing crossed my desk.
That's true. She genuinely doesn't know that there's something over there, so.
No, it's fine. No, it's definitely.
It's like, all right. Well, there's a lot of things here on the high seas that, a lot of people from where I'm from, back on the mainland, they told me that I shouldn't vacation here on the seas, but it seems like there are a lot of nice people.
No, yeah. I mean, listen, even pirates can be nice.
Wow, that's so reassuring.
Yeah. Best of luck for you. Enjoy your vacation.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Waves to you. Troy, the movement in the books takes a sharp right away from where you shot the arrow. It was circling you before, but now it's like kind of jerked at a 45 angle. It's not going towards you, but it certainly is moving. And then you see there's an edamame person toddling away, waving to Cammy.
Goodbye.
Like, it looks like their paths are going to intersect.
It certainly does look like their paths are going to intersect. And you're not close to what's about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Troy's going to try to shoot the form.
Make an attack roll.
It's 12.
No, that does not hit. Do you want to do your thing?
Ricochet.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my bonus action to reroll the attack roll using my Ricochet feature.
That's such a good feature.
All right, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that hits.
I do half damage, though.
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 4, so half damage is 2.
Okay. Let's see. What is the arrow ricochet off of?
Oh, the arrow ricochets off of a map that the edamame is holding. And it hits it, punches a funny hole toward it, and then bings off of the, plastic map protector that they bought at the gift shop.
Gotta get the map protector. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we even doing?
Just gotta.
To hit the form in the books. I also want to use a risk die to use covering fire, which means that when I hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack, I can expend 1 risk die as a bonus action to cow the creature.
Sure.
I roll my risk die and subtract it from the next attack roll the creature makes.
Oh, so it'll.
When it attacks, it gets minus whatever I roll. In this
Oh
game.
yeah, do it.
Ooh.
Cool.
All right, that's a 2.
All right,
so
that's a
minus
2.
2 on its next attack roll.
Good to know. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cammy, I like the idea. Are you and Troy like nearly back to back?
I think so.
I feel like the whole time is like you two were just like scanning. You're back to back. You're looking out one way, looking the other way.
Yeah, we're going opposite directions, like in a circle around Umbi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're looking around. Cammy, you talk to the edamame guy looking for his brother, who waves.
There's so much people here in the Great South Sea.
Troy shoots an arrow, bounces off of a book, bounces off of the maps, the plastic map cover, hits another map, and it just dives into the sea of books at your feet.
Cool.
Where this great mass has been moving about. And that's when the word shark breaches.
Can I use my reaction now that it is breached?
Yeah, what is it?
It needs to make a con saving throw, please.
Sure, I'll make a con saving throw.
Sharks famously very constitute.
Just incredibly constitute.
It has to beat a 12.
I rolled a 7, but 7 plus 4 is an 11.
Oh,
fuck.
Yeah.
All right. So as it breaches, it is all teeth and spines. Think about it, it's kind of just like a paddle of a prickly pear cactus.
Cool.
But then it just opens with teeth and spines everywhere. Very good for cutting through books. And of course, for people to retell the story of the word shark. And of course, there is an arrow stuck into one of the prickly pear fruits that adorns kind of its crown. Cammy, what does this hex do? Tell me more about it.
So disorient, basically on a failed save, whenever a target makes an attack roll before the end of your next turn, it must roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll.
Hell yeah.
Jeez. Well, that works out real well because it is breaching, it is attacking Cammy, the edamame guy, and Troy.
So you got -2 from me and then minus the d6.
Jesus, yeah. Well, I rolled a 3, so we're in the negatives, my friend. I'm gonna roll everything right here. Oh, geez. Well, okay. So here's what I did. I got a 3 plus 5, which is an 8, and then I subtract 2, and then another 5. So this is bringing this thing all the way down to 1.
Oh no. Woo! Sorry, it's a very cool enemy.
It's just like at the marine. You might as well be at a wild marine park and like a killer whale gets tempted to jump out of the water.
I knew it was a 4D experience.
Yeah. It twists and turns and like grabs a book from the air that's been falling from one of like the depository slots.
Yeah.
And it knocks Cammy and Troy away as well as the edamame guy. Be like,
Oh my god, you saved my life. I would have been killed by the word shark.
Get
Oh my
out of
god,
here, my dude.
friend, I'm so glad you're still alive.
the word shark then falls and splats the edamame person, just falls directly on top of them as they dive back into the word sea.
Our friendship was so brief, but so beautiful.
Listen, man knew what he was getting into.
Remember me and my brother.
There's lots of them. It's fine. It's fine.
Cabby like pulls out her fiddle and starts playing a very slow, sad ballad for them.
I know, right?
It's true. What would you like to do as this is diving away? And Umbi, you can keep investigating.
I would love to keep investigating.
Umbi's like, doot.
Oh no, his adrenaline has shot through the roof.
It's true. The spray of books kind of goes everywhere as the tower of books start to shake.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Hit him again. All right, Umbi, give me an investigation check.
I only got an 8 and a 10, so 12 total.
Umbi, you're hot in the trail, but you still don't have it. You still don't know what you're looking for.
I took a left turn at Albuquerque.
You certainly got into a big depository now of accidental literature. We got some journals, and you're sifting around. You're now seeing a big chunk of books and like papers and literature and old maps from Crimson Larceny that all seem to be from their ship.
Cool.
Give me a history check while we're figuring out these attacks.
Hell yeah, dude.
Crimson Larceny, is that related, do you think, to Crimson's...
I would
Exchange?
guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. Give me a +1 to that history roll because it seems like one of your friends is onto something.
8.
Let's do some attacks here, though. The word shark dives back into the books, and it's kind of making a wide circle around, getting ready to jump at you again.
Eric, did it take like a disengage from us when it dove back down into
Yeah,
the...
it gets a free disengage because it's
Interesting.
swimming.
Okay. I would like to use Eye of Anubis,
Ooh,
which is a cantrip.
Hey.
what is that?
It is a ranged spell attack. If it hits, it takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and if it hits, they can't take the disengage action until the end of your next turn.
Ooh,
Fun.
it can't leave you. I love that.
All right.
Yeah, do an attack for me.
What's an Anubis? Is that a grass?
That is a 16. 12 plus 4.
Anubis is the kind of grass they have on golf courses because it rolls real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What does this look like?
Cammy's eyes glow with a bright kind of golden hour glow. Steam rises out of it, and Cammy blasts a laser beam out of her eye.
Cool.
Yay! Yeah, that shoots right into the sea of books. And that's a hit, my friend.
Yeah, and now it can no longer disengage from us.
Now it can't swim away.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm glad Troy did roll a 2, but using my my feature, I did get to re-roll and got a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, I forgot to do damage to this thing.
Yes, give me damage. What did this bounce off of to hit the word shark in the book C?
It was right on track for where the word shark was going to be, but when it was sort of stopped in its tracks by Cammie's spell, the arrow hit a book that was falling down from one of the slots and veered to where it needs to be.
Bouncing off the book and getting in there, yeah.
Yeah, to hit another one of the spine fruits on the shark.
Cool.
And Troy's like, oh, books are useful for a lot of things.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 5, so half of that I assume I round down would be a 2.
Yeah, that's another 2. I'll take it.
And I did 5 necrotic damage. I'm also going to use my bonus action to cackle, so I continue with the disorient hex.
Hell yeah. Still disoriented. Very good.
So Cammie goes, my poor friend.
Cammie, that's so creepy, dude.
Just those sobs reverberate throughout the thing, and everyone's like, this sucks. I'm bummed out.
Yep.
Why do I want to have tragedy when I'm at the book depository?
Seriously.
Umbi, give me that history roll. Let me know if you know about crimson larceny.
I rolled a 15 plus 2 plus 1, so 18 total.
Oh,
Nice.
Everyone knows about crimson larceny. Crimson larceny is probably the one pirate that got close enough to actually find the salmon.
Christopher Lloyd, what are you doing here?
Got a blast.
That's great info. My eyes get big and excited, and I start pulling up all the information I can about crimson larceny.
Yeah, they're all like bound in the same way. Maybe it's like a nice crimson-y color.
Well, the thing that you notice is that it's all written in blood red ink, of course.
Naturally.
Which ties it all together.
Of course.
Don't know why we even bothered asking.
Quote unquote blood red. Right. It's definitely not blood.
No, it's
What's
definitely
blood?
not blood.
What's blood?
No, it's berry juice red.
Yeah, that's it.
Very juice red. Well, the thing you know also about crimson larceny is that crimson larceny, the famous pirate captain who everyone supposes got close enough to the salmon before disappearing under mysterious circumstances, is that crimson larceny is, if you know, a dragon tree, which is one of those trees that they live in a dragon tree is in the desert, so it's all upper. It's like it has roots all the way to the top with the leaves on top.
Hell yeah.
And also the thing about the dragon tree is that its sap is blood red.
Cool.
Ooh, that's
course.
cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Love it.
Guys, I just looked up if insects have blood because I didn't think about it, and they don't.
No?
Hell yeah, dude.
Why I said,
Nice.
what's blood?
Fuck yeah, dude.
What's blood, dude?
Yeah, I like in the anime, as Umbi is reading through all of these journals, just the silhouette of Crimson Larceny just lurking in the background.
While we're here, we should see if we can find the other works of Dr. Radish. And Cammie looks at Umbi.
Yeah.
Fully in the middle of battle, but Cammie's like, Dr. Radish might have writing here.
It's true.
I'm sure we can look him up in the card catalog, though. He's probably
Well published.
Index, yeah.
All right, Umbi, I'm gonna need a dexterity check from you.
what?
Uh-oh.
12 plus 2 for 14 total.
Umbi, give me one last investigation roll, please.
Okay.
I'll give you with advantage.
Come on, Grandpa.
16 total. 14 plus 2.
14 plus 2. As you sort through this cachet of Captain Larceny's ship, you pick up a small, unassuming journal. It's black and carved into the front. You read the name Fun Mandy Potash. And as you and as you flip through, the first thing you read is, everyone knows you gotta keep things light when you're looking for the salmon. That's why I'm keeping track of all my pranks. And as you do that, the word shark once again breaches the book sea, but it's not attacking Cammie and Troy. It's just diving right at all of your feet to scatter each of you into the book sea. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Very quickly, I would like to use a reaction
Sure.
to use a spell called Intrusive Thought.
Sure. What does that do?
Is that just a spell anxiety?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like this word shark that feels bad about itself.
As a reaction, when a creature you can see within range uses its action to attack or takes the dash, dodge, or disengage actions, they must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes an action of your choice.
Sure.
You have to beat a 12.
12?
Yeah.
I got a 12 on the dice plus 0. That's a 12.
Ooh.
Troy would like to use another risk die to do Skin of Your Teeth. When an attacker makes an attack roll against me, I can expend a risk die as a reaction to dodge out of harm's way at the last second.
Okay.
I add the risk die to my AC against the attack.
Wonderful. We're going to use this for what we're doing. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, so I got 5 plus 2 plus 4 for an 11.
Okay.
Your boy got. Oh, what is it? What is Julia doing?
That was a nat fucking 20 taste
Yeah.
for this.
Oh shit! And I got a 19 total.
19.
Yeah.
Also, Umbi, make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Ooh. Not good at that. 15, 16 minus 1.
All right, that's fine. Okay. As the word shark attacks the book sea below you and kind of reshuffles the deck, the books are unstable with the seismic force of the word shark shaking everything around you. Umbi and Cammy, much like a wave hitting you as you run into the sea, you are able to hold yourself above the book water as it is. As you bob, as like you kind of go under and then bob back up. Cammy, you can do a cool surfing thing if you want.
Yeah, Cammy finds a really big encyclopedia and like rives the curve of the wave.
Yeah.
Well, Julie, what you probably found was a broadsheet, and I wonder, do you look down? Who's it by?
Is it by Dr. Radish Radish? Eric.
It is by Dr. Radish Radish. That's true.
God, yes.
This is Dr. Radish Radish's guide to eating things that are out in the wild, but only for good little boys, girls, and their parents, because we can use this for both medicine and food if you're aware of what happens around you.
Is Dr. Radish Radish from the open fields? That feels like a very open fields philosophy.
Umbi, although you appear 20 feet away, after going underneath the book sea, you pop back open and your hand is still grasped to Fun Bandy Potash's journal.
I have this moment in my head where Cammy raises the Dr. Radish Radish writing and Umbi raises the notebook that he held onto, and they're both like, look. And Cammy's like, I found more of your writing, Umbi.
What?
Dr. Radish Radish.
Who's that?
Troy, Dr. Radish. Where is Troy?
Oh no.
Troy's not there.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck. Have you two seen my brothers?
I'll sing you a song that all green folk